All right, we should be live any second. And here we go. Hello, everybody. My name is Chris, and this is my channel, Bar911970. Thank you, as always, for listening to what I have to say. And I got an interesting idea that I came up with. Whether I came up with it or not is irrelevant. I want to share this because it was something I thought about this morning, and it's been on my mind all day. And I think it can actually do some good. So if you find the information helpful, all I ask is to share it or spread the idea, because this is just something I want to give freely. Because if you watch my videos in the past, you know that every now and then, either through a dream or just waking up or just a thought process, something will pop into my head that I think might be a good idea to talk about. And for some reason, I had this idea that could potentially at least ease hunger. And one of the biggest things I've seen in this world, they always talk about overpopulation. And they talk about, well, there's not enough land and not enough farming areas to feed all of these people. And that may or may not be true. I mean, there's always ideas that can be come up that can people can come up with. But the idea I had is this. This world is full of water. It's full of oceans. Now, we can build oil rigs. You've seen it all over the world where they can have these humongous platforms out in the middle of the ocean and they use them to drill oil. Well, my idea that came to me this morning would be, we have an entire ocean. Why can't we build like rigs that, instead of oil rigs on top, you can put soil and turn it into farmland? Why can't we have like boats, like big barrages, and you could put like greenhouses on top of them, so this way you avoid the weather, and fill that also with soil and grow crops on the ocean. To me, we have all of this space to where we can do anything with our potential. And to me, that excuse of overpopulation, we can't feed the world, is just an old thought process for people that are trying to convince you that you have no control, and the only way that we can get back any control is by buying products from these corporations, and how they are genetically modifying food, how they are taking our drinking water and polluting it and bottling it and selling it to us, making us think of all these things like global warming, which if you actually really research it, it's not as true as they want you to believe. But most people tend to believe what they hear. So I think I want to just give this information freely. Now, I don't know if there's anybody that's thought of this before. If they have, that's great. I've never heard of it before, but I think if somebody out there, they built barrages on the ocean. I mean, we have this vast amount of space where you could literally have floating gardens and floating crops, and you just protect them with greenhouses and just float them all over the ocean. Just think of how much food we can grow if people did this all around the world. And obviously, we could make the oil rigs out in the oceans. Why can't we make platforms out in the ocean where we could grow crops? These are things that we need to do so we can get away from the control. Because if you believe in governments or not, if you believe in corporations or not, their ultimate goal is to extract money from you by selling you something. And like I said, I don't know if this is an original idea or not. It was something that came to me this morning to the point where I could not get it out of my head, so I had to make a video. And I am giving it out to the world freely. And hopefully somebody will hear this and maybe have connections. Maybe they have the finances to buy a boat or create one of those rigs. Because even if it doesn't even have to be the oceans, what if you have like lakeside property? Well, can't you build a little deck, cover it with soil, and grow crops? I mean, people do this on rooftops in their cities. Why can't we do this on our oceans? We just have to do it responsibly. But what I want to ask people is, because like I said, I'm giving this information freely because I think this is something that's important. This should not be an idea or something that should be sold. And I'm hoping anybody that hears this, that has any kind of access to do any positive change with this, will just give this also freely. So the only thing I'm asking for is to either share this video or share the idea. I don't care if you make your own video about it and you talk about it. This is about the message. And it's time we stop this illusion of control. where the almighty dollar puts us all in debt because it's a credit system. And, to pay for healthcare, to pay for foods, to pay for their control, it's just more people are suffering than benefiting. And I think it's time we all start doing something to change that. So whether you agree with things I say in the past or like me as a personal, as a person or human being, that to me is irrelevant to the situation. I think we all need to start coming up with ideas where we can help our fellow human beings. Because whether you're on the left or the right, whether you have a religion or you don't, whether you're gay, straight, black, white, male, female, whatever, we are all human beings. And I think we've spent enough millennia fighting each other and hating each other. And it's time to go a different way. Repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. And I think we've given governments throughout the world and the media around the world and the people that are in control of this world plenty of time. Their time should be over at this point. So if you think this is a good idea, please share it. Like I said, this is every now and then I'll have a dream or a thought will pop in my head that I'll know if it's important. And who knows, maybe this could turn into something big. And if I am 1 millionth of a percentage of a reason why something happens, then I'll be proud to do it. So if you're just tuning in now, this video will be processed really quick. Just check it out so you can hear my idea. In the comment section, please make sure that you leave a comment and share this. Give it a thumbs up because it will get the information out there. So if you're watching this live, when it comes back up, please share it if you think this is a good idea. That's why I'm going to keep this video short. So for those of you watching it, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it years later, I think it's time we start taking this world back the right way. And if that means giving out free information to people that could help the world or potentially help the world, I think that's a small sacrifice we all take to help for the greater good. So thanks for listening. Have a great day. And let's hope we make some change. Peace.